All right, now the next section that you have to plan for is the fair test. Now, a fair test means that everything except for one thing is kept the same. So you can change one thing in an experiment, but you have to keep everything else the same. And the reason why is so that you know what it is that's affecting the outcome of the experiment. For example, in the experiment that I've planned for, okay, I'm going to be putting a trolley up on top of a ramp, and I'm going to be letting it roll down the ramp, and I'm going to be timing how long it takes to get to the end of the ramp. Then I'm going to be increasing the weight, and I'm going to be seeing if that affects how long it takes to get down the ramp. Now let's say that I put a light trolley with really, really small wheels on. Okay, and I rolled it down the ramp, and I found that it took 10 seconds. Okay, so light trolley, small wheels, takes 10 seconds. Then let's say that I have a heavier trolley with really, really big wheels. So heavy trolley, big wheels, and let's say that that takes 15 seconds. Now the thing is that I don't know if the heavy trolley took longer because it was heavy or because it had bigger wheels, because I changed two things at the same time. If I had a light trolley with small wheels and a heavy trolley with the same wheels, and the heavy trolley took longer, then I'd know it was because it was heavier. Okay? Or if I had a light trolley with big wheels and a heavy trolley with big wheels, and the heavy trolley took longer, I'd know it was because it was heavy. Okay? But in this particular case, I've changed two things at once. I don't know what's affecting it. So in other words, I can only change one thing in an experiment. Everything else needs to be kept the same. So in order to figure out what needs to be kept the same, you need to go back here. Okay? So at the very beginning of your experiment, you would have thought of all the things that could affect. Okay? And that's what I have circled in this black circle here. Okay? These are all the things that I thought could affect the outcome of my experiment. Those things there, okay, except for the weight of the car. Now the weight of the car is the one thing I'm going to change. Everything else there, right, I'm going to copy. I'm going to bring them down here. Everything else there needs to be kept the same. So I'm going to need to keep the material of the tires the same. I need to keep the diameter of the tires the same. I need to keep the height of the ramp the same. I'm going to need to keep the surface of the ramp the same. I'll need to keep the width of the tires the same. All those things will need to be kept the same. I can change the weight. Okay? If I keep all of those things the same and I control everything else that could affect the outcome of the experiment, then it will be considered a fair test. If I change two things at once, the test is not fair. That's what it means to keep a test fair. Now, when you go and look at your planning for your experiment, you'll have to see what you thought could affect the experiment, and you'll have to put all of those into your fair test section. When you write this up, right, you'll write fair test section. So this is your neat copy, fair test, right, and you'll do it in numbered list. Okay, so where's my numbered list? There we go. So, all right, I'll do it down here. I'll do it in numbered list here. Right, so material of tires, diameter of tires. We always do things in numbered lists. Height of ramp, surface of ramp, and width of tires. That's what my fair test section would look like, neatly written up. Okay, that's it. As always, if you have any questions, ask in class, and hope you go well with this bit. Okay, bye.